Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Just the Bet Slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day, and that's to have a Rob front and center. But that is the hot tips to help your bet slips. We are here on this fantastic Friday, getting at it. It is me, CJ, the PD King, with Robert, Professor Parlay. We are here to give you the hot tips to help those bet slips. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. A rough day for me yesterday just because errors are a thing. But outside of that, it wasn't too bad. How'd your day go yesterday on the gambling slate?
I was definitely up. I had the last call. I had the Harper home run, which I know you had too. I hit my strikeout parlay, and then I hit the best bet, which was Pete Crow Armstrong 2+ total bases. So,
Okay.
All in all, it was good. The hit parlay, one guy got scratched, and then Dansby Swanson went 0 for 5. So there's that.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, hopefully, we'll get back on this, and then we'll be all good. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get into the things that make sure we don't get sued. And that is the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number 2, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. And last but certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. Utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. That is not just the casino. That is not just the sportsbook. That is the casino in general. That is the ponies. Anytime you find yourself betting, make sure that if it has become a problem, utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. But just gamble responsibly and realize that schmucks like us aren't professionals, and you probably won't have to worry about number 3. But if you do, it's there. 1-800-GAMBLER. It's the way to go. We're not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sportbook, but we are sponsored by Nevin Eyewear. Nevin Eyewear, the incredible eyewear that gets you exactly where you need to go. I do not have my Nevins with me right now, as all 3 pair are in the car, because I needed some yesterday to go to the Squirrels game where they won in a walk-off. Go Flying Squirrels. Yeet, yeet.
I should have been let this stupid work out in the way.
Yeah, that's all good. It's okay. Listen, it happens. Parker ended up being able to go.
I saw that.
Yeah, so. But it's all good. We had a good time, and the Squirrels took the W in a walk-off style and extras. But I was rocking my Nevin the entire time. We had a bunch of people asking, where can I get my Nevin? Well, and that's when I sat there and said, here's what you got to do, ladies and gentlemen of the jerky. You just go here to the Just the Bet Slips profile. You see that Linktree link right here? You're going to click that. As soon as you click that, it's going to take you to here. And then as soon as you click that, this one here that's sponsored, Nevin Eyewear, as soon as you click that, you're going to go to here, and instantly you're buying one, getting any 2 pair free, plus a free gift on Nevin. So that's what you're looking at if you do it. All different styles, shapes, for women, for men, or you can just get whatever you want, because we're not discriminating here. As long as you call yourself one of them, you can go to Nevin and get yourself some great eyewear at an affordable price. You can even use prescription. The other deal, if you're going to use prescription, go ahead and use the 30% off. That automatically comes with our link. Don't do the buy one, get 2, because the 2 free are always the cheaper ones. And that's definitely the better route. Is if you're going to do prescription, use the 30% off code that comes with us, with you using our link and doing all that, you get the 30% off, or buy one, get any two free with the free gift when you use our link. You get the free gift regardless. It's with every order. So even if you do the prescription, you can get a regular pair of sunglasses and prescription pair. Prescription pair. That's the words that I want to say. But that's how you do it. Go ahead and get that. Our friends at Nevin, all different shapes and sizes, incredible stuff. Make sure you use the link so that way you get the best possible prices and the best possible stuff. Nevin Eyewear, the OG. Go check out Nevin. Next is another sponsor. It's kind of like a sport book, but it's not a sport book. It is Player Profit, a.k.a. Playvo, or Playvo, a.k.a. Player Profit is what it really is now. It is a strategy smart betting challenge system. So it's not technically a sport book, even though they do have a sport book available to you now. But if you do the challenge system, you're buying a bankroll with a smaller amount of money. You got to get to 10% profit for 10% losses, and then 15% profit after you complete the first challenge, 15% before you lose 10% at any point in time. And when you do that, you get funded. You can pull up to 90% of your winnings out. Just to tell you where you go, you get a $1,000 bankroll for $30. But wait, there's more. If you use that promo code over the professor's shoulder there, JTBS at checkout, you get 10% off. And that's so it makes a $27 buy-in to get a $1,000 bankroll. And then once you get to 25%, aka $250 up, you can take 90% of that out. And for all you mathematicians out there, that's $225 if you're able to do it. Now, I know it's tough. It's not easy, but if you're going with the smart bets, you're going with the best bets, like the professor is about to give you, it's a lot easier. Other rules, stipulations apply. Go ahead and check out their video with a very, very attractive woman telling you exactly what you need to do. But the best bet of the day is Rafael Devers, 2+ total bases. Rob, tell us why.
Yeah, so we're going with Devers 2+ total bases, and we're hoping to hit this because we were almost at 5 units down a few days ago, and now we're back to 0.65 down. We're almost back to even. This will put us in the green, and this close to the end of the month, that's what I really want to do is get back to the green. I got it plus 104, but then I had a boost that got this to plus 130. He's going against Lopez and the Braves, and he is 6 for 15 with a home run, and the wind is blowing out of that stadium at 17 miles an hour to dead center field. If he puts a fly ball, this ball could get over the outfielder's head, or he could just put one out like he did the other night. And against Lopez, I have a feeling he's probably going to jump on him early. We might get the 2+ total bases in his first at bat. But if not, I think he can get 2 hits off of him anyway. So either way, I think he can get there. And you're getting really good odds on it. It's already over even money to start. And then if you have a boost, then it's going to make it even better. So take Devers at 2+ total bases at plus 104 or 130 if you got the boost.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And you can get 104 is great for the best bet of the day. And right now you're just down a little bit if you're doing it. So, you're still in the okay range if you're rocking with the best bet of the day this month. I mean, you're barely down. So if we get this, we're getting back onto the positive side of life, and that's exactly what Mezarowski ladder tonight. Yes, most likely. There's a couple actually. There's 4 players that we are tracking for ladders tonight, and we'll get into all of them NXT. But yeah, Mezarowski is definitely one of them.
I will let you know Pat has a ladder on his tabletop. He won't be here to explain it, but he has a Mezarowski ladder on his tabletop. So,
there you go. Yeah, there you go. That's the best way. But yes, we will get into the ladders. I have 4 pitchers that I'm looking at ladders. I haven't decided which one I'm going with. I might end up doing all 4. Just because I'm a wild man. But yeah, I might end up doing all 4 just because I like 4 matchups a lot. Just from a statistical standpoint and a history standpoint, I like all 4. So we'll get into that. But first, before we get into that, let's go ahead and jump into the performance double of the day, brought to you by the PD King. Yes, I'm going back to my well. I'm going back to the Phillies and Wheeler 6+ Ks and the Phillies money line. Listen, I didn't put the odds on there. I have it on the tabletop. I think it's like 108 or something like that. But yes, Wheeler 6+ Ks, Phillies money line. Here's the reason why. Wheeler, 26.7% K rate and a 307 xWOBA versus this Mets lineup. This Mets lineup is not hitting as well as it has in the past. It's facing his former team in the former stadium. has 7+ Ks in every win in his last 5. So 3 of the last 5 games where he has gotten the win or the Phillies have gotten the win. Of course, he's gotten the win in every single one of these 3. He has hit 7 Ks. So I feel really good with dropping one down to 6. You can even take it to 7 if you want. Newsflash, I might in a little bit here. And the Phillies are 9-2 this year in his starts. And he has 6 Ks in 7 of 11. So 7 of his 11 starts, he has 6 Ks. The Phillies are 9-2 in his starts this season. He's a 26.7% K rate and a pretty low xWOBA. Anytime you have an xWOBA of less than 350, you're doing pretty good. 350 is kind of the like median, and then anything over 350, really it's like anything less than 3 is really, really good. Anything over 4 is not good. And then anything between 3 and 4 is pretty good, with 350 being that median. He's less than that, so I don't expect him to have problems. He's faced Juan Soto a lot in his career. Now, I know Rob's I'm putting the cart before the horse here a little bit, Rob, and I'm sorry about that. But Juan Soto's had success on him, but he also has 56 at-bats.
Correct.
So, like, it's a big sample size, and Soto has hit him hard in the past, but Soto doesn't have the protection like he had in past lineups when he's faced Wheeler. So I expect Wheeler to go deep in this game. 6-7 innings, he'll get to 6 Ks. He's got all the stuff. He's got all of his pitches working again. Newsflash, NXT, this is another one that I would consider laddering. Because I just the amount of swing and miss in the Mets lineup is pretty solid. So Wheeler's another one that I'm considering laddering, and I probably will. But yeah, there you go. Performance of the day brought to you by the PD King. What you got for it, Rob?
Yeah, so you'll see I love Wheeler. I have him for 7 Ks on mine. So I really like him at 6. And the Phillies, I have a lot of the reasoning on that I'm going to talk about when I talk about my strikeout probably that you put for the Phillies winning this game, because they just win every time he starts, and he's a big reason for that. And like you said, the Mets outside of Soto, there's a lot of swing and miss, and Soto has some too, but like the rest of that lineup is just not doing great this year, and it's showing. Soto is the only guy really you can trust in that lineup.
I mean, you can kind of trust Lindor, but it's a little bit tougher. I understand that.
Well, I mean, I just don't trust he's going to play, because last night he was supposed to play. He didn't play. He got scratched last minute. So, like, right now, I don't even trust when he's going to play or not.
That's fair. It is a confirmed lineup that he's batting 4th, but yeah, you just don't know how long he's going to go. That's fair too.
Right.
So we'll go there. All right, that's the PD of the day, brought to you by myself, the PD King. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is the marquee matchup. I don't think he has a video for this, but this is a pretty simple one. It's Paul Skeens and Andrew Abbott. Both teams have swing and miss. Newsflash, NXT. Paul Skeens is another one of the ladder candidates, because the Reds strike out the 4th highest clip in Major League Baseball. And Skeens, for his career, has owned the Reds. I think it's like a 41% K percentage over his career versus the Reds. And it's not a small sample size because it's over 100 plate appearances, because he's faced the Reds a lot, considering they're both NL Central. The only thing that scares me, it's going to be a launching pad out at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati today. But I expect both these pitchers to get to 6 rather easily.
Abbott's gone 6.56 in his last 3 starts. So,
yeah, I wouldn't be scared of this at all. For those that don't know what the marquee matchup is, both pitchers have to get to 6. I would not be shocked if both pitchers easily get to 6. I wouldn't be shocked if you want to make this 7. This is definitely a ball goes through the hoop situation here, because I think both pitchers do well today. So Paul Skeens, Andrew Abbott for 6+ K. No video. My explanation is all my bets might win. Okay, cool. I mean, what an absolute savage. Yeah.
If he was in the show, I'd kick him for that.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, that makes sense, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get some stuff in. Do you have any other explanation on this?
No, I mean, this one is kind of like you said, it's kind of self-explanatory. You just got to hope that Abbott doesn't get run early. He's done decent over the last 3 starts though, so if he continues that trend, then maybe he'll go deep enough, and he wouldn't have to worry about it. If he goes like 5 innings, he'll probably get 6 strikeouts because the Pirates strike out a lot too.
That's fair. But yes, that's the marquee matchup brought to you by Poolside Pat, who's not with us today, the Duke of Slips. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one, which is only long balls. And I don't know why this is. Oh, I know why. Hold on. I got to fix this. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't.
Mm.
I blame myself. I actually don't blame myself. I blame a lot of things, but I don't blame myself in this situation. There we go. That's more better. All right. Yeah, slideshow. There we go. That's more better. There we go. All right. We're there now. All right. There we go. Only long balls. Professor, you've got Juan Soto.
Yeah. So, look, here we go. He's sticking to it.
Absolutely.
Here we go. So, like you kind of led with this already, but he is 15 for 56 with 3 home runs versus Wheeler. They have a lot of bats against each other, and look, the wind's blowing out of that park at 11 miles an hour also. So if Soto can square one up, it could go out pretty easily. He does hit him hard even on some of these outs. I know typically I don't like to go against good pitchers like Wheeler, but the last time I think Soto was facing, it might have been Sanchez a couple of starts ago, and I took Soto or Nola yet, and he had good history with a lot of at bats against Nola, and he went deep in that game twice actually. So I'm just trying to hit lightning in the bottle twice. I know Wheeler. I think Wheeler's slightly better than Nola overall.
Oh, a lot better.
But I still think Soto has proven he can go deep against him. So maybe if today can be that day, then plus 360 with the wind blowing out. If he gets a hold of one, it could fly pretty far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Riley Green. He has 5 at bats versus this pitcher. I can't even remember who's pitching, and he's 3 for 5, and all 3 have left the yard. So. I know it's not a favorable wind matchup, and there's going to be a little rain at Comerica, but when you have those stats,
yeah,
it's kind of tough to say no, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
So that's what we're going with.
Who he was pitching?
Yeah, why Jen's going with JJ Bleday. Outside the fact it's just being
it's one of her favorite bets to make.
I was going to do a parlay of the best bet from each tabletop today, but I'd love a big parlay from you guys too before round robins tomorrow. I'm actually NXT, just get ready because I don't know if you saw the show yesterday. I'm going to start doing the round robins with my PDs. So I'm going to take 3 PDs and I'm going to round robin all of them every day. So I'm doing it again today. So get ready for that. I actually do have a big parlay as last call. And you could even add Rob's big parlay to it if you really want to make it obscenely large. But yeah.
And my home run parlay at the end on last call, we both round robin as well. So that's another round robin you could do tonight.
Oh boy. Yeah, we did. We did do that. Because I made you do it.
But I will tell you, Jen loves JJ Bleday partly because the name rhymes. Other reason is she's bet him 6 times. He's hit 5 home runs in the 6 times she's bet him. So she's just sticking with.
So he's due for a miss. Is what you're telling me?
She's sticking with what's been working for her.
That's fair. I don't blame her for doing it. To be very clear, but yeah.
She did it with Dingler last night at work. So
yeah,
he actually was the 3rd longest of the night.
Yeah, 2nd longest. Nobody bet. His name's Derek Hill. He wasn't even in the lineup.
That's because you couldn't bet him because he wasn't starting in the lineup.
He wasn't in the lineup.
They need to start starting him so we can use him because he's also on a hit streak right now, and I can't use him in the hit parlay.
Yo, up 170 units on the month.
Yeah, as a show.
As a show, yeah. It's absolutely insane
what
we're doing as a show. So let's go ahead and get back into it. But that's only long balls. Brought to you by Pablo Sanchez, who has the most home runs of any player in history. He's 1,000 homers, by the way, just for everybody to know. Pablo Sanchez, the GOAT. And Alfred Delia, who has the most homers in Little League World Series history. I don't know if that's true, but he also said the word dingers on his walk-up thing the most times out of anybody who's ever said it. So just throwing that out there. Alfred Delia. Shock out.
He's Alfred dingers.
Yeah, that's right. Hi, my name's Alfred Delia. My friends call me Big Al, and I hit dingers. Next is the 750 Club. We are making money at the 750 Club. There's one rule of Fight Clubs you don't talk about. There's one rule of 750 Club. You tell every single person about it. Rob, what are we telling everybody today?
We're getting aggressive. So I'm taking Brewers money on partly because Jacob Mizorowski's pitching. He's 8-3 with a 1.45 ERA, and they've won 9 of his starts, which is 20% of the team's wins. So they just win when he pitches, partly because he strikes out the world. Partly that's another reason why I'm taking him for 10 plus strikeouts. He has 10 plus strikeouts in 4 of the last 7. Even against the pesky Braves, who don't strike out very much, he got 7 strikeouts, and I would call that his bad start because he gave up 3 runs. If his bad start is 7 strikeouts, what's a good start against a team that he should be striking out on the Cubs? Because they're 18th. They're in the bottom half of the league in strikeouts. They strike out around 8.5 to 9 times in a game. You take Mizorowski, a team that strike out 8.5. I see double-digit strikeouts in their future, which is why we say he's a possible ladder candidate. Then Pirates money line. Again, they're due a start. They haven't won like 7 starts in a row that Skeens has pitched, which is wild, by the way. They started the year winning for him, and then all of a sudden they started doing what they did last year, where they give him no run support. But that's got to change at some point. And today is the day because they're going against the Reds. And look, the Reds started the season looking somewhat promising, but they're the Reds, and they're gonna show you who the Reds are. And they strike out a lot, and Paul Skeens is gonna strike them out a ton, which is why we got him for 9 strikeouts. He has 10 strikeouts in 2 of his last 5. He's averaging 8 strikeouts over those 5 games. But the Reds themselves strike out 9.43 times. They are the second worst team in all of baseball in strikeouts per game. The only team that's worse is the Angels. So you give me Paul Skeens, a team that strikes out the second most in baseball. I see 9 strikeouts on the Pirates money line. Got this at plus 939 and then boosted it to plus 1127.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and smack this up. Massive, massive stuff here. Brewers and the Pirates. It just makes sense. Just take it. Take it when they give you the money. So we have gone over 3 of the 4 ladder candidates, NXT. Mizorowski, Skeens, and Wheeler are 3 of the 4. The last one Rob just mentioned as a, how shall we say, going against the worst team as far as strikeouts are concerned. So and he has success against them lifetime. So we'll get into it. I forgot to put it on the last call for my 4, but I'll just say it when we get to last call for those ladders. And I'll actually do them live on my handy dandy tablet. So that way you can see and we can get everything going. But I think that's it. It's time. It's green. It's soft. It's plushy. It is. Oh crud! I forgot to make the thing. There it is. The tabletop. There it is. And I'm going to start with my tabletop today, and it is Wheeler, Skeens, Mizorowski, all to get the Ks. I went 6, 8, and 9. I almost went 7 for Wheeler, but I decided to be smart and just take the plus 108, as you already saw in the PD of the day. But we're taking the Skeens and the Mizorowski. We're taking them separate. I'm going 1 less than what the professor is doing at the 750 club, because every time I bet Skeens for more than 8, he lays an egg. So I'm going to let Professor take the 9. I'm going to take 8 here. And then Miz, if he can, he just needs to average 1.5 for the innings that he throws. I think he's going to go 6 innings today. So if he averages 1.5, I get to the 9, which is how I feel about it. And there's all the round robin. So if you take all 3, if you do it on DK Sportsbook, where the crown is yours, no free ads. But if you do it there, the performance doubles lock up together. The same game parlay, you're not allowed to do multiple things inside of a parlay and then round robin it through. So the PDs get paired together. So Wheeler and Skeens together is plus 349. Wheeler and Miz together are plus 374. And then Skeens and Mizorowski are plus 383. And if you parlayed all 3 of them together, or the last part of the round robin, the all combinations, parlayed is 915. I have it boosted on DK. So Rob used his boost on the 750 club. I used mine here on this triple, and so I have it at 1145. And then I have a K ladder parlay dropping Skeens and Miz down 1, keeping Wheeler at 6. I'm adding Walker Bueller for 4+, and Max Mayer for 5+. So I go 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for each one of those guys at plus 494. So it's a different type of ladder bet. NXT, if you want to take that on, feel free. We're just going to go ahead and keep the comments on stage because why not? Why not? We're just going to move this so that way the comments can stay on stage and then everybody sees everything. Look, up, update. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. What a dream. Look at me doing things. That's what I wanted to do when I was messing with this before the show, by the way, Rob. And I totally forgot to do it. But it's okay. I'm gonna create like a little gray box there eventually too. Anyway, and then I have a hits run RBI Phillies parlay today. All 4 of the top guys in that lineup: Turner, Harper, Schwarber, and Marsh. All of them to go for 2+ hits runs RBIs at plus 480. These guys have been driving the boat for a while now, but the bottom of the lineup has been great as well. But Turner's finally just hitting his little singles and then making dreams happen on the base path. Harper has been going deep. Schwarber hit 2 singles yesterday, which is wild. And then Marsh has found his stroke again. So yeah, I mean, feel good about that. Hits, runs, RBI, Philly parlay. I know they're in Citi Field up in Flushing, and it's kind of been a house of horrors for them as of late. But the Mets literally committed 6 errors the other night, so I can get runs without getting hits. So that's kind of a beautiful situation. So that's where I'm kind of at with that. That's my tabletop. Rob, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so Wheeler's 6Ks, Phillies money line, I love it. Skeens 8Ks, Pirates money line, and look, I on my strikeout parlay went even less. So I understand taking less because you want to have coverage in case something happens. So I'm going to hit the slot machine on mine, but we've got Wheeler 6Ks and Phillies money line. That feels like a lock. Like Wheeler should get 6Ks easy. Skeens 8Ks. I'm not worried about him getting 8Ks. He's had that like 4 of his last 5 starts. I already bet the Pirates money line, and I've already got Brewers money line, and I got 10 strikeouts from Mizorowski, so I like that. I'm not worried about Mayer, so the others I like. Bueller, I don't know a lot about, but 4 is not a lot of strikeouts to have to get, so that seems fair. The round robins I love. It's a little wild, which is right up my alley. So yeah, I feel good about that. These bets right here is why you're up like 40 units.
Right. Yeah. It's just this type of stuff that I've been doing that makes it great. I'm going to give you the reason why. The Dodgers have some swing and miss in their lineup. Walker Bueller historically versus his old squad hasn't been that great, but I mean, 4. He can get 4.
Right.
That's why I took it.
Like if you're a major league pitcher and you have any self-respect, you should be able to get 4 strikeouts.
Right. As long as he doesn't get roughed up early. 4
or 5 innings, you should be able to get 4 strikeouts.
And he's at home. He's been better pitching at home in Safeco, or not Safeco, Petco, the other co. He's been better pitching in San Diego this year. So even though he's versus arguably the best team in the league, I still feel pretty good about it. Get ready for the big bet on last call because it's a wild one actually. I made it up on the fly. It was pretty funny, but we'll get into it. Next, it is the professor. Go ahead and hit it up with what you got.
Before I get into these, you brought up Flushings, which made me think of my soapbox moment on Dalton Rushing. I don't want that dude ever catching for Shohei Ohtani again. First of all, I've realized he's an absolute bag of Richards as a human. Secondly, I don't know what his problem is, but he refuses to challenge pitches that Shohei wants him to challenge. Shohei did literally fight him the other day on a pitch that was clearly a strike, and he cost him 4 different strikeouts. Like, this man needs to go quickly. And his somebody broke it down when Will Smith catches for Shohei, his ERA is 0.65. When Dalton Rushing catches for him, his ERA is 4.12. Like, clearly he does not like him as his catcher. Get that man out of the lineup when Shohei Ohtani is pitching. I'll get off my soapbox now. But Paul Skeens, 7+ strikeouts We already talked about. He's hit this in 5 straight. He's facing the Reds. They're the second worst in baseball. Mizorowski 7+ strikeouts. He might hit this in the 3rd inning. He's hit 7+ strikeouts in 11 straight. 7 strikeouts is his floor. Like that, literally right now is his floor. He does not go below 7 typically. We warned you about his last start against the Braves, and he got 7 in that game. Like he gets to 7. And then the Cubs are also strikeout 18th. They're 18th, striking out 8.5 times. And I have Zach Wheeler. I pushed him to 7 to add to the 7-7-7 parlay. He's hit this in 3 of his last 4. The last time he faced the Mets on 6/21, he struck them out 7 times. And the Mets are 16th, striking out 8.31 times per game. Got this at +211. Parlay 2, Carter Jensen, longest hit streak in baseball. We're going to keep rocking him. 16-game hitting streak. He's facing a pitcher named Sandlin, who's 1-1 with an 8.10 ERA. They should have a field day in that game. Not just Carter Jensen. I like Bobby Witt in that game also. Have him bet off the sheets.
Ryan Reynolds in another place too.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do.
Little precursor.
Yeah.
See if you can figure out NXT. See if you can figure out with the hints I'm giving you what I did.
Brian Reynolds, 1+ hit, 15-game hit streak. He's got the 2nd longest in all of baseball. The last time he faced Abbott, Reynolds went 2 for 5 with a home run against him earlier this season. I think we're going to get a little bit more of the same. Then Jake McCarthy, 1+ hit. He's on a 13-game hitting streak versus Bradley, who has given up just under 7 hits per game over his last 7 starts. Got this at +201, boosted it to +221. My World Cup best bet of the day, Spain versus Uruguay, both teams to score. Got it at +128. I boosted that to +167. Uruguay has featured both teams scoring in 5 of their last 5 games. Every game for the last 5 games they've played, they have scored and the other team has scored. They need to perform in order to stay alive. They not only need to perform, they actually need to score goals. So they're going to be pressing a lot. They're going to leave themselves more exposed defensively, but they're also going to create more openings on the offense. I think they score. I think they give up a decent amount of scores to Spain, who also needs to secure the win just to make sure that they are the number 1 seed and win in their seed. So I think that we're going to get both teams to score. Got it +128, boosted 167, and then we have the Devers 2+ total bases at +130.
Why am I an ignoramus? Where's Carter Jensen play now?
He is the Royals.
Orioles. I knew I missed
Royals.
Okay, so then why did I not see him? Because that's where I went. I just whiffed him.
Tell me he scratched him last minute. I've had some.
No, he's there. I just whiffed him.
I was like, I've had some terrible luck with scratches lately.
No, hand up accountability. That's on me.
It's all good.
That's on me.
I was like, Jesus.
Terrible decision. No, you're good. I just whiffed him. I don't know why. I went from Salvador Perez to Michael Massey. I was just like, where's he at? I literally was looking there. I was like, is he a Blue Jay? And I'm just nuts. And then you were like, Oriole. I was like, all right, apparently he went there. Okay. Yeah, I love the hit parlay. Obviously, the strikeout parlay is pretty much there. The only thing that scares me is it's Wheeler in New York. That's the only reason why 7 scares me there. But I mean, I have him laddered, so I really can't be too scared on it. But love that you added Bobby Witt. So there's that. Yeah. Big fan of it. I'm actually kind of shocked you didn't go with a little Ellie De La Cruz action. He's been secretly hitting well. Well, I guess he's against Skeens, so
right.
That scares you.
I have too many bets for Paul Skeens to be betting against him.
I guess that's fair.
So that's part of it. I've learned my lesson and stopped betting against yourself because then you're mainly just rooting for one of the two to happen.
I get it.
It's I'm kind of doing it with Soto versus Wheeler, but that's just the home run bet where the rest are parlays that I need to hit. So
right.
It is.
The only reason why I'm saying is Ellie has 4 hits in 13 attempts.
Yeah, I mean,
try to figure it out, but I can't. I'm giving you another hint with Ellie De La Cruz, by the way. I'll give you another hint in that same game, Connor Griffin.
Think of what position all these guys he's naming play. You know what's funny that you did what you did is I have another last call that I didn't put on the sheet, and it's not shortstops, but it is the same type.
You just gave it to him. You just handed it to him on a
I did.
platter.
I mean, you're going to it, so.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Well, Duca slips. He's got the marquee. The strikeout. Yeah, I love the strikeout parlay too. The Wheeler's the only one that scares me, honestly. Paul Skeens, Abbott for the marquee. He's got some alternate marquees. Ginn and Urena. There's the fourth name.
Cantillo and Castillo. Jesus, that's
Cantillo and Castillo. That is outrageous. That's only one letter, and yet it's so different. Miz and Ray also makes sense. But actually, out of all of those, I like the Miz Ray one just because you're preying on May. I like the Miz ladder. I literally just bet all the ladders that I had, so they'll go in there. The cards parlay.
He's saying he's up 22 units.
He's up 22 units. That's wild to me. He's taking he's taking the PD with Wheeler at 7. I don't hate it. I just took it at 6 because it was plus money. Again, my PD will always be plus money. And I was like, you know what? Just in case Wheeler has one of those days where he only has 6 Ks. I took Sanchez for 7 yesterday on the K parlay, but I took him for 6 in the PD, and he got 6. And it saved my bacon because that was the only thing I hit. Hold on. If you guys could pick one from each tabletop for a parlay, what would you do? Ooh.
So cool. When you get done with Pat's reading off,
that's it. I mean,
so go back to yours, and we'll just all pick one together.
Okay. All right. So there's me.
So you can either pick one of the 2+ hits running RBIs, or maybe just pick your favorite PD.
I think my favorite PD is the Wheeler Phillies.
All right, so you take Wheeler 6+ Ks and Phillies money line from his, and then we go to mine. If you want to take strikeouts, you can for Skeens or
it just doubles up Wheeler though.
If you'd rather take a hit, I would choose Carter Jensen. Dude's been automatic lately. Just kind of depends on the odds you're looking to get.
So here's what you're looking at NXT. Like if you want to do his strikeout parlay, which is the 777, take Turner 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, and then you could add both of those together, because I think Turner has some damage today, honestly. And the reason why he's never faced Zach Thornton, but Zach Thornton's a lefty. So, if you're going to take anyone from that slate, I'd take the right-hander, right, as opposed to the 3 lefties that I picked. But the Phillies have been getting it done against bullpens, so I'm not really overly worried about that situation, if that makes sense. But yeah, gotta do that. But if you like the case, but if you don't, then take Carter Jensen and then take the Wheeler at 6 or 7. I don't really care. And then for Pat, honestly, just take his mark. Well, no, just take his marquee. If you took the Carter Jensen, then take the marquee. I think that's probably the best play. Let me actually see what that looks like. Open her up here. Hold on. Come on. There it goes. All right. So if we did let's actually do your K parlay. So let's do Skeens, Wheeler at 7, and then Miz at 7. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're gonna do that. All right. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do the Wheeler at 6. We're gonna do the marquee, which is Skeens at 6, Abbott at 6, and then we got to go hit, which is Carter Jensen, who I know who he plays for officially now. I just got to make sure I find him again. I swear I just jumped right over him because I'm an ignoramus. And then what am I missing? Just Phillies money line? I think that's it. Let's see what we got it at. I have that at plus 740. So it's like an almost, depends on where you get it. You might be at 750. Yeah. You might be at 750 at other books. I'm on Can Fuel right now. Let's see what it is on other books. I'm just
851 on Fanatics.
851 on Fanatics. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just go ahead and if you can bet it on Fanatics, then it's probably your best bet there.
I have a 20% boost to get it at 1032, so we're doing that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Do I have bonus bets? No, I just have bonus bets. I don't have actual bonuses. Gay. Anyway, I didn't say that out loud, did I? I'm gonna take the 740 just because I've already done the work.
He means happy. That's what he meant.
Yeah. Gay. Let's go ahead and jump to the last calls. Go ahead and hit yours real quick.
Yeah, so these are I told you I'm gonna be doing home run parlays on my last call every day. I got Byron Buxton to hit a home run. He's in a great matchup. He has a couple home runs against him. He's also been crushing the ball lately. Kobe Mayo has advantage because he's like the lefty destroyer. And then Brian Reynolds has been doing very well, and he has a very good matchup. He has some success. Got this at plus 11,972, and I also round robined it. And then I'm gonna throw up this other one, which is very similar to one you're getting from P. King, but I have a two total base parlay of Paul Goldschmidt, Junior Caminero, Bobby Witt, and Byron Buxton all to get 2+ total bases. And I got that at plus 1,300.
There you go. I've got a shortstop, 2+ hits, runs, RBI parlay. I'm taking Connor Griffin and Ellie De La Cruz in that Reds Pirates game. I'm taking CJ Abrams and Henderson in the Nationals Orioles, the Battle of I-95 there. Taking Jeremy Pena, taking Trey Turner, Geraldo Perdomo, Bobby Witt, Neto, and Mookie Betts. All 8 of them, if I remember my math correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10 of them. Excuse me. Ha! I did have 8, and then I added Neto and Betts. At plus 21,362. Also known as you can forget that dime, but it's fine. I don't really care. I'm firing because if it hits, I am king of the units.
Facts.
So that's what matters. Jen taking JJ Bleday, Pete Alonso as both of those, and then parlay together.
Yeah,
like that. And then the Travelers Championship, hole in ones, anytime, round 3, round 4.
Yeah, apparently there's no round 1, 2, round 2 because I don't know why, but it
interesting.
I don't know if they're just not doing it because those aren't on there because they already happened. That's why. Because round 2,
right.
Round playing out, so you can't bet them.
Correct. They're currently in action in round 2. So those are the last calls. Did I have another? I had my last call is are the 4 ladders that I put on Can Fuel. They're free ads. So I have we kind of hit them all. I got Skeens from 8 to 11. I've got Wheeler from 7 to 10. I've got Miz from 8 to 12. And then my last one is TJ Ginn. I have him 6, 7, and 8. TJ Ginn's facing the Angels, who are like the worst team as far as strikeouts are concerned. His career against them, he strikes them out at a 31.8% clip, and that's in 66 plate appearances. So it's not like a super small sample size. So yeah, like just take it because that's good. You're all set. So that's where we're at. JT Law. Yeah, listen, it's
no, you said TJ. It's not his JT.
Whatever. Same thing.
I was just
feeling one more big bet. Maybe we have some fun, but I don't know. Like, honestly, if you want like just an absolute sick bet, take the professor's home run bet and then take my
Jesus Christ,
my shortstop bet.
That's
I'm actually gonna do it.
Put a literal dime on that. Don't put any more than that. Holy God.
That'd be funny. I think my son's up, which is
now that you said it out loud, I have to do it though.
I know you do. Oh crud! I can't do it on DK easily because I have to like actually like go around and bet the stuff. Oh no!
There's so many names.
I have to find them. I might want to do it on FanDuel instead.
And these
were faster.
These are all total bases.
No. It's hits, runs, RBIs.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit better, but still.
Correct. Yeah, it's not insane. Oh man. All right, hold on. I gotta find it now. Crap. I have so much in action today. It's insane. Reuse. And then, all right. Yeah, I'm enjoying, but I don't want to rate it right now. Okay. Let me get home runs. I'm going to put $1 on it because why not? You said Buxton.
You're wild.
I didn't do. Who cares? It's $1. I can make $1. I'm not going to say the rest of that sentence. I did that on purpose, by the way. If this hits, by the way, we're going to Vegas. So I have two of them. Who's the last one I'm missing? Buxton, maybe? Am I missing Buxton? Yeah, I don't have Buxton. All right, let me see here. 13-legger. Yep. It's $1 to win 17 grand.
Jesus.
Going to Vegas, baby, if it hits. I'm just saying. Listen, this is why we start off the show by saying we're not professional gamblers.
Facts.
We start off the show saying that. Players that are dead to me, Galsman, Imanaga. Listen, Will might be dead to you again.
Yeah, I haven't changed it. I said it yesterday. It's never.
Yeah, dead.
Wu is done for the year.
Yeah, there you go. And then there's the hot or not. Listen, the show is up insane amount of units, folks. If you're not riding with us, not these literal last bets where I'm just like dropping random crap, but like the tabletops. If you're not on them, I'll like you'd be depending on how big your unit is, right? Like you'd be up big. That's all I'm saying. Regardless, even if your unit's $1, you'd be up $170 if you're just following us. So do with that information what you will. But this, ladies and gentlemen, has been just the bet slips where we promise you one thing and one thing only every single day. And that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. Go responsibly, chase that bag. Thank you, Fan First Sports Network, for sponsoring us. Nevin and Plavo, we appreciate you. Have a good one and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.